You must not attach to someone who has abandoned you. You must abandon them back. This saying is taken from PuTa Batta Jataka tale. I will tell you a little about this story. Once upon a time, in a large big city, there lived a wealthy merchant couple. This couple sold some goods to a man from a remote area, but that man had never came back to repay his debt. So the merchant couple went to his remote area to collect the money. Unfortunately, they got nothing. Furious that they couldn't get their money back, the merchant couple started their journey home. On their way, they have no food with them. Some travelers gave them 2 packets of rice. The merchant husband was very hungry, so he ate both 2 packets of rice without sharing with his wife. He told his wife that the rice is not good, but the wife knew the truth.
They arrived at the monastery where the Buddha was staying. At that moment, the Buddha asked the wife, "Dear daughter, is your husband benevolent, affectionate? Does he desire your well-being?" Something like that. The wife told the Buddha that her husband was not only unkind, but also unwilling to share his food with her. Regretting this matter, the Buddha told a Jataka tale from the past. A long time ago, in a certain big country, the Bodhisattva was a wise chief minister. The great king, fearing that his sons would rebel against him, had him banished from the country. When the king died, the prince and his wife returned to their kingdom. On their journey way, they have only 2 packets of rice. At the time, the prince was very hungry and ate both 2 packets of rice without his wife knowing. He told his wife that the rice was no good, but the wife knew the truth. When they arrived at their kingdom, the husband became a king and his wife a queen. However, ever since he became king, he showed no care or affection for her. He didn't bestow any gifts, and he didn't even ask about her well-being. And the wise chief minister, who was the Bodhisattva, learned about this, and he went to the queen, and after hearing the whole story, and called her before the king. At the time, the wise minister asked the king, "Oh, your majesty, is it true on your journey you had only 2 packets of rice, and you ate them both without sharing with the queen? Is that true?" At the time, the king answered, "Is the truth? I made it like this." At that moment, the wise chief minister said these words, "Oh, dear queen, you should give the respect back to those who respect you. You should only desire the well-being of those who desire your well-being. You shouldn't be attached to someone who has abandoned you. You should only stay with those who love and care for you." Even birds know that when the tree runs out of fruit, they must leave it and they find another tree with fruit. And then the Bodhisattva said that, "Oh, dear queen, you will stay young and very beautiful. You can still find another man who loves and cherishes you." And from the king's perspective, living with someone you don't love is a great hardship. Therefore, this advice is for benefit of both your majesty and the queen. The Bodhisattva offered this advice. Only then did the king seize the light and began to love and care for the queen more than before, and bestowing upon her many honors and rewards. The PuTa Batta Jataka tale ends here. At the conclusion of the sermon, the merchant couple attained the first state of enlightenment. Sota Banner.